Then Miriam and Aaron spoke against Moses because of the Ethiopian woman whom he had married, for he had married an Ethiopian woman. So Moses married an African. How come the preachers don't talk about this and the Sunday school didn't teach this? I'll come shortly back to this. When I was in secondary, a friend of mine was discouraged because of religion and how stories were around only white people. But let me tell you today, any African listening to me, Africa plays a key role, and actually God is not segregative. But let me highlight some few. Joseph became great. His dream was realized when he was in Africa, that is Egypt. Moses, the great Moses who spoke to God face to face, also became great in Egypt. He was raised in Egypt. Abraham, when there was famine in the land, he had to run to Egypt for survival. Jesus was supposed to be killed when he was not yet even 2 years. God told him, the father, to run with Jesus to Egypt. Now, they came back later. A critical time when Jesus was about to die. Nobody was helping him. He was carrying the cross. The only one who offered to help him carry the cross was Joseph of Cyrene. Was an African. Are you seeing the key role of Africa in this faith and how God takes Africa? Back to the other story. Then, that is Numbers chapter 12. Then Miriam and Aaron spoke against Moses because of the Ethiopian woman whom he had married, for he had married an Ethiopian woman. I'm going to spare you the detail of the tabernacle, the descriptions. Let me go to verse 4. Suddenly the Lord said to Moses, Aaron and Miriam, come out, you three, to the tabernacle of meeting. So the three came out. Let me skip you all the other details. Let me go to verse 9. So the anger of the Lord was aroused against them, and he departed. Many things were discussed there. Finally, this is what God did. Moses didn't defend anything about his African wife, Ethiopian wife. Some versions say Cushite woman. When you Google, it is about Africa, around Ethiopia and Sudan there. Then, verse 15. So Miriam was shut out of the camp 7 days. But somewhere there, the punishment God had given Miriam, their whole body became leprous white. That is leprosy. Leprosy was one of the detestable diseases in Israel. So after the body becoming leprous white, developing leprosy, she was shut out of the camp for 7 days. That is how God revenged for talking against an African what? Wife. Fellow Africans, if you felt you were not close to God enough, rethink that. God is as close to you as anyone else. I am Jeffrey Kaunda Ongom. God bless you, fellow Africans.